In this quick chit chat, I just want to talk about hand pumps. You've already seen me give you a demonstration on the Medela Harmony hand pump, and then this is the Lansinoh hand pump. So what I want to do here, what my goal is to give you a side-by-side comparison, and then just a little bit more about how I feel about them independently of each other and which one is my preferred hand pump and why. So both pumps really do work the same way. They both have two modes. You've got your letdown mode, which is your fast and quick tugs at the nipple, the suctions, to help initiate a letdown. And then once we start seeing that milk trickle, then we're going to switch it into expression mode. And obviously there is no electricity here, so it's all done at the handle, which I'll share again in a minute. And then with the expression mode, we're looking for those longer draws on the nipple. And what's really cool about these pumps, or manual pumps as a whole, you have a whole lot of control on your milk stream. So if you watch my how-to videos, regardless of which one you're watching, you're gonna see that I hold down on that handle and I keep my nipple suctioned for a longer period of time when compared to just like an electric pump, which is just a constant pull, right? We have a constant suck pattern, but with the manual, I have control over that. So I put pressure on my handle and I leave it there. And right now, if my nipple was in the tunnel, it would be suctioned in down the tunnel, and it would just be expressing milk. And when I saw that expression stop, I would then let go, and then I would get probably a pretty healthy stream of milk because I have control over that. So that's what's really cool about hand pumps. You have total control. You're not at the mercy of the electric pump, and if you don't have control over the suction pattern. So if you're not responding to it, you can't really do a whole lot about it if it doesn't have many modes to choose from. And I have been finding that the more recent pumps that are coming out and that I'm receiving or purchasing, there's some that have quite a selection, so you might be able to hit your sweet spot with an electric, but there is no harm, and you will never waste your money on a manual pump. They're just excellent, and some, believe it or not, respond better to a manual pump over an electric pump, and that is not unusual. So this would be something that I would absolutely highly recommend to put in your hospital bag, whether or not you think you're going to need it. It's really a great tool to have. It's minimal when compared to electric pump costs, so it's just nice to have in your back pocket. It's a great tool. So moving forward to the operations of both pumps. The Lansinoh pump is all operated by this toggle. So again, you've got those quick, short suction patterns to help initiate a letdown. And I want to share this like in real time here so you can see the difference. Like I feel I have a longer suction pattern with the Medela. I just have more when compared. You can just see my finger can go down like that extra, quarter of an inch, whereas I feel I bottom out on the bottle right away. So I'm not really getting like long, quick tugs. I'm just getting like quick pulses, which will still absolutely trigger a letdown, but I do find that this is more effective and it's more comfortable, and quite honestly, it's just more comfortable on the hands as a whole. So then once the milk starts to trickle, then I'm gonna go into this back half of this handle, which is now going to be my expression mode. So I've got a trickle, and now I'm going in, and look at how much pull I have on this. I've got all of that space here that I can go right to the bottle and keep that nice suction on the nipple, and all that suction on the nipple to help remove a whole lot of milk at once. And you can see again, I just want to share how much angle you have on this. You get a really great pull. Now when compared to the Lansinoh, you have to switch the toggle. So you push the button, it goes into the longer one, and you can see it bottoms out rather quickly, especially when compared to the Medela. Let's see if I could do this. So in my opinion, I just feel like this bottoms out quickly, and this one here, I just have more room. And again, it's just more comfortable. So I would prefer the Medela Harmony over the Lansinoh. Now, as far as compatibility and stuff like that, what's really cool about this one, I can pull the handle off. I can get a long stem backflow protector. All right, I'm back. So I just took the handle off of my Medela connector, and now I'm taking a long stem backflow protector and I'm putting it right in. I actually have this one hacked to the V2, the Mom Cozy V2 is just what I had within reach. So now I can use this setup with my pump. So not only is it really beneficial and easy to use as a hand pump, what I like about it, because it minimizes parts and pieces that you need to purchase and waste. Let's be honest, once you're done with something, like what are you gonna do with it? So I like that once you're done with your hand pump, or maybe you just need more options in your pump bag, but you don't want to carry all the parts and pieces, throw the handle in here with the part that it fits on. Now keep that in mind too, because some of the Medela connectors aren't as compatible with the handle. So you want the one that it comes with. Pull the handle off and then take your long stem backflow protector, and now you've just hacked it to an electric pump. So I like that you can do more with one setup versus being at the mercy of just like this setup. It's like one and done, that's all you're gonna get. So another thing that I really like about this arrangement is the connector is nice and deep. It's your typical Medela connector, for flange connector, I should say. And this is a Lactec Baby Motion flange. It's just what I had within reach. And I can spin it right into there. And I've got a really healthy, like 5/8 of an inch all the way into the back of this connector. I really like that because I feel like it's good security on the flange itself, and I'm not too worried about anything slipping out. Now I take that same one and I put it in the Lansinoh, and it fits, and I'm happy with that, but I'm looking at a 1/2 inch. I wish I had that extra 1/8 inch on this connector. I don't anticipate this to fall out, especially if I'm only doing hands-on, but I would just prefer a little more depth in the seat here. I don't know why we would cut it short. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So with the plastic though, like there's a real good contact there, so I'm not worried about that slipping out. However, if you hack your Lansinoh hand pump to a silicone, I would just be a little reluctant, and something to keep in mind. So now that we have that out of the way, the other thing, well, this truly is like the last thing. This goes back to less is more. So with the Lansinoh hand pump, this comes with a proprietary little duckbill. It's not universal. It fits their hand pump, and when compared to the Medela one, and I'm not tooting anybody's horn here, facts are facts, and this one just works more universally. So now I have my legendary milk duckbill on the Medela connector, or you can use a provided valve and membrane, because this is a universal connector. So not only can you use it with probably any duckbill in your kitchen, you've got a narrow neck bottle, again, like super easy to use. And then not only are we using it as a hand pump, but we're also able to, again, use it with the long stem backflow protector with an electric pump. So I just think, and I'm all about getting your best bang for your buck, I just think the Medela hand pump is going to be your best bang for your buck. I think you're going to get your money's worth out of that. And then especially if you're stocking a pump bag, I think you'll be able to put less in and get more out. So if I had to just choose one at this very moment, I would suggest and recommend the Medela Harmony hand pump. It's a really effective pump. It's really cool, and it's super easy to hack, and less is more, and in this case, this hand pump takes the cake for me.